Hi. Yay. Welcome to the stream. So, today we continue the vision system. Woo! Yeah, it's hot outside again. I hate my life because it's too hot, but yeah, that's how it is. So let's just shush these warnings. It's transformed. Yeah, why? Okay, I actually transformed the node, like, I don't know why, but okay, it's fine. So, today, we continue the vision system. This time, I will need to do a little bit of changes, and it's not gonna be easy, let me tell you. But we're gonna try that. So, the first things to note is that we need some modifications to how we manage vision here. Not that it's a problem, because yeah, we have the ray calculation mask and the vision mask, we know, but I want to unify the vision. I want that to be an instance put on the cat and the player or any other objects I want to give vision to, because it's also a possibility in the future, but I mean, it's fine, it's possible, I just need to append this node to any scene, and it works. But what I want to do, and something a bit better, is I want to actually have a manager, a singleton. Simpleton, maybe you say? No, simpleton seems mean. Singleton. In outside. So just like as a node, a specific node. And the goal of this node is just to manage what the vision sees, because generally speaking, the vision will be saved across everything else. Like, what I'm doing right now is I'm saving it vision by vision, but I think it's a problem. I think this should just be the one that find new vision, give it to you, and then there is something that just manage all the visions, and that's the thing you will see. Period. So to do that, we need to create a new scene. This new scene will be a node scene by default, because I don't need it to be something really complicated. I'm gonna name that scene vision manager. So it's a type of manager that usually if you're used to that, you know, the goal is just to be a node that we will instantiate once, and once only it will be at the root scene. And this is the thing we will see. It will always be there, and it will always be connected. And the goal is just for every vision little stuff. So I'm going to put that in globals here, and I want to, or maybe just not globals, but I want to do it in managers, I think. I want to create a new folder, which is the vision manager. Also, as you can see, I fixed my the fact that it was slow and stuff. And you know how I did that? I upgraded the experiment satellite by using the lattice commit. Yes, I know. Groundbreaking process, I swear. But yeah, it's okay. So now what we have the vision manager, and this is where all the magic will begin. We need to attach a new script, which is going to be this one. We like it, we love it. And yeah, today I'm not sure we'll be able to finish the vision system. Why? Because I also want to actually add something that is really important to me. I want to be able to do all of the visual effects on the vision. And this is something that takes time, and something I will not have time today, I'm sure. So we will see that next week for more Godot. And yeah, so we will finish probably that next week, I hope. But I really want it to be nice. So now we have the vision manager. We're okay, we have everything else. We want to move to just managers and vision manager. I want my vision manager GD, my friend, extend node. We want to be maybe like that. Class name vision manager, because it's really important. And before that, I want to see singleton in Godot, just to see. Singleton auto load. The singleton pattern is just full. Okay, so we have that. Singleton auto-load. A good system is powerful and flexible as drawback. There is no method for storing information. Player score or inventory that needs to be here. You can use a master scene that loads and unloads other things in children. However, this means you can no longer. The single pattern is useful, so that's what we want. Auto-load. You can create an auto-load to load. Okay. Oh. Oh! You can also load them by default. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh. You can do that. So it's already baked in. I'm glad I actually checked that. That was important. I'm actually glad I did that. Because I can auto-load by default. Oh, that's great. I didn't know that. Also, maybe it's a bit too... Yeah. It's a bit too much in terms of sound. So yeah, okay. I can load it by default. I don't need it to be extended as a node, though. I mean, I think I do, though. Yeah. I mean, if they do that in C#, I'm pretty much sure that I will have to do it anyway. So that's great, because I can define the vision manager here, and then if I go to the project settings, globals, okay. So now I want to add something that is managers. Vision manager. Okay, so no, it's still slow as fuck. I don't know why. Interesting. Can I load directly the scene, or can I load directly the scene then? Add. Area name was not correct with an existing global script class or name. Oh yeah, because I have no name. Vision manager. Okay. Okay. So I need to do it like that. Add. And it's my TCN by default. Okay. So I can name it, which is interesting in a way, but okay. So anyway, it's defined now. So we have the thing that exists by default, which is great. Access like any other node in the scene tree. In fact, if you look at the running scene tree, you see the auto-load node appear. Oh, the engine will crash, yeah, of course. You're not building a scene switcher using auto-load. For basic scene switching, you can use the scene tree change scene to file method using scene tree. Okay, so you can do scene switcher, but like that's just unexplained, but I don't need that. So typically speaking, now it's loaded by default, and I don't need to even think about it. That's great. That's exactly what we want. But if I do that, then how the fuck do I define its value directly? Like if I do editor settings, maybe not editor project settings, global, see vision manager. Can I have like, well, that's the name, the path, global variable. Okay, can I change the import? Can I change that, or should I need? Because I mean, typically speaking, I just need to open the manager and just change it there, right? I guess that works. Yeah, I guess that works. So let's just get our find the vision right now, because I want to get these. Really important for me. I don't need the vision range though, but I want so because the range depends on the vision, but I want to be here, the raycasting parameters, raycast collision mask. So normally we have also the parameters here that I can define, and I would say that, and the vision mask before. That's supposed to be something like that in yeah, in the logic behind. I hope it will apply. I'm not sure it will, but I hope it will. That's the thing. So now that we have that, which is pretty simple, I want to import that directly inside our friend. We don't need it anymore. What we want is we want to actually get it already. So I want the var here. So the already should be 4. Already var, and what's the name? It's not vision range. It's raycast collision mask, which is vision manager dot raycast collision mask. Pretty simple in a way. So we have one. And then we want the new one, which is not raycast collision mask, which is the vision mask. So vision mask, which is vision mask, this one. So yeah. Vision force, good collision mask, value vision mask, okay. So here we have something that works currently, which is great, and normally I have everything. So I don't need the other system. Normally what would happen is that without touching anything, what I did now works, quote unquote. Without touching anything, I'm supposed to be able to open level 1 and see in my output, here with an H, of course, with in my output, the thing that I need to see. So let me check. So normally, if I get close to it, yeah, I have a character body 2D, so it found it, which is great. I want to avoid this mob. Can you leave me? Yeah. And if I send the cat see it, which is great. I'm gonna move with the cat just to have the idea. And now the cat doesn't. Yeah. So the raycasting is working, everything is working as intended, without having to think about it. It's still using the good one because I passed the scene and not the script, which is good. So I can just modify the scene, and I know the scene is a singleton. I know it works. I know there is only one version of it loaded at all time. That's cool. That's cool. And that works. So why did I do that? Well, because all of the overlapping entities, past owner and stuff, all of that should be done directly. So I should know the scene entities in the vision manager. It should be sent to the vision manager. I should not keep that value. But this is the value I want to remove. I just send it when I have an entity. That's it. Or when I have entities, I just send the value, like the number of entities. So the populate scene entities will just give me... So yeah, I can just keep it, it's fine. But like, I don't need it. I just need to send it now. Here, when I have it, I send it, and it's the new value of entities that are seen. I need to merge them, remove the duplicates, so I have all of the entities visible for everyone. That's the point. So I need something that is here still the same. So it will be exactly the same. It will be a scene entities, which is the entities that you can see here. And what I want now, something a bit simple, is I want to be able to create a signal. So I can tell you that, yeah, there is a signal that's called is seen, not seen, just you want to emit so entity, yeah, so entities, and we want to give the entities you see. It's funny because in entities there is cities, and yeah, that's the signal we want. This signal will be used no matter what. So var scene entities, so we have that. We want to use it in the ready function. So yeah, can I just func ready? I want to do so entities.connect, and I want to connect it to scene entities, and I want to be to have also another signal which is not so entities but the inverse of that, which is we didn't see the entity to the left. So entities and lost entities in that case, because we can have multiple one or lost entity. Oh, maybe not. Update scene entities, maybe something like that, because I think I can simplify with just one. It's just I update it. Yeah, but okay. Nah, that works for one thing. That doesn't work for multiple vision. And I have, technically speaking, multiple visions. I have the cat and I have the player. So this doesn't work. I need to know. So I need to know the before and after. That's important. I need to know the before and after. That's pretty important. So I need to actually keep that in mind. Also, what the fuck is it still? Hold on. I'm not positioned correctly, and I just realized. My professionalism. Okay, can I? Thank you. Oh. Yeah, I don't understand why it's doing it again. Because it's... Oh yeah, no, okay. It's... Never mind. It's still fucking broke again. Cool. What can I do, huh? I thought I fixed the problem. I thought I fixed this problem, but apparently I did not. Professionalism at its finest. Yeah, on up. And... Kaplonk. And Kaplonk. And yeah. Okay, professionalism at its finest, but it works. Am I positioned correctly? I don't think I am anymore. Yeah, I should be like that. Yeah. Better! Better! Incredible. So yeah, so we don't want the soul entities, I think. Update scene entities, so I want to see newly seen. Just new and old. Just something like that. Oh, sorry. Node 2D up. So old new. I think that's what I need, because I need to know the one I've seen and the one I have before, and if it changed, it changed. So now I need to remove it if I can't find it in the old scene entities. So yeah, that's something I really need to do. So even in the vision here, I need to have scene entities and so all scene entities, just to have that, and the new scene entities. New scene entities, because I need to do it anyway. So array, not 2D. I'm just gonna add a bit more complexities, but it's fine. So populate scene entities, that's, yeah. All scene entities equals the new scene entities in our case. And here I want to be new scene entities equals that. And now if new scene entities... Yeah, is that a problem though? Actually, because if I just do all scene entities and then there is no change in the filter, then no matter what, yeah, I think it's okay. Let's just do that. Let's do pop. If new scene entities is different from all scene entities, so I don't need to do it all the time, which is great. I want to see the new scene entities. And that's how I define them. I give the old and the new, which is okay. I dislike how I write this function because it's really stateful and so has a lot of side effects, but it's okay. Cannot infer the type of... Why? Because the value doesn't have a type. Yeah, because I made a mistake here. You can do it. Yeah, you can infer the fucking type. Let's just see if we have what we want to see though first. Yeah. So bear with me because also it's so hot that my So I've seen first monster and then I've seen that. And then okay. Oof. Nexus property collider on the base of dictionary. Oh, there is an error. There is an error. Where? Character vision. Because apparently I don't have it. Oh, so I got hit and it actually crushed. Okay, cool. That's interesting. Yeah, I got hit again and it crushed. So, but that's weird how that did that. Okay, that's a problem. The row is in the vision again. Oh yeah, I know why. Because there is no result. I did an oopsie here. If not results, we need to return false. And then, if not collider, that's my fault. Yeah, dude, jumping the card here because like doing the check without knowing if there is actually a result, then you can access it because yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, just fixing that is a bit better. So normally no problem now. So this effect is just a problem. It's okay. So now I have nothing again. So this effect is normal. It's just something I tried for the blur, and as you can see, it doesn't really work, but it's okay. Still not moving. I love the fact that the cat can actually find me. It's great. It's still doing that and then empty, that and then empty, that and then empty. It's interesting that it does that. But yeah, I guess. So, in a way, I think it works. I think it works. I might be too hard of myself, but I think it works. Okay. So, considering it works, now we know we can actually send it no matter what. And I can actually do it in a way that is not like updating constantly, which is also great. So, yeah. Update scene entity. So now I want to have vision manager signal limit. So vision manager dot update scene entities emit old scene entities, new scene entities, because what we want to know, we send it. Here we will want to func on update scene entities because that's how they do it. I want the old array node 2D and the new array node 2D, and we return void because it's how it is. We want to pass, it's okay. And on the ready, I want to remove that. I want to do update scene entities, connect on update scene entities. Thank you very much. So now the signal works. I don't have this annoying, but you don't have, it's unused because it's used, fuck you. And then I have the scene entities that exist. We have the old, we have the new. Everything is processed on the vision area, which is great because we use the on-body enter, on-body exited correctly. We populate the scene entities correctly, which is nice. We have the information. And now we need to do something. We need to actually fill in the scene entities we have and process them. So here we want to see the old we had and we remove them. But my problem, yeah, it's a problem because I need to know how many, like, yeah, no, that's a problem. I have a problem with that because I need to merge all of the vision. That's the thing. If I decide to remove, like, I just take the old and I just say for every item in that you can see, we know you remove them from the old and then you add. It's a possibility that you just filter that in a certain way. But if I do that, then there is a little bit of problems because now I need to technically also have a count on every time I have an entity that exists. I need to know its value, and I need to know the number of times I've saw it and the number of vision I have generated. And if it's just, for example, like I've seen it on 2 vision or on 3 or on 10, then I need to know that if they are on 10, yeah, but no, because then it doesn't work. They need to be outside of it no matter what. But if they get outside of the vision and still inside the vision, yeah, but if okay, but if they exit, then I still remove 1. So as long as it's 0, it's okay. As long as it's 1, I can see it. Yeah. Do I then need to know the number of vision that I have here, or do I don't need it? Like, I could argue that if I see it on 2 vision, like I just, okay, maybe it's a bit simpler than I'm thinking. Instead of using like an array, what I can do is I use a dictionary. And so let me explain. How the fuck do you define a dictionary type? I always forgot. I always forget. I would say it's okay. So let's just say we have a node 2D because we will use that as the value. And then I want an int. That work? Apparently, that works. So this is it. The idea is I will have, for example, so just for a test, but it's okay. I will have, for example, here like monster, and then I will have 1. Okay. So this doesn't technically work because what I have here is not coherent for multiple reasons. One of them being that it's not a node, but it works. Here I have like a node. I say, okay, I have a monster that exists. You have seen it 1 time. Last time you've seen it, it was 1 time. So I just decrease it, and if it's 0, I don't show it. And if it's 1, I show it. And I can just do that. And my system is, if I don't need them, I completely remove it from the dictionary. So maybe, instead of using a dictionary, I should use a tuple. Would that be a possibility? Can I use a tuple? I think tuple don't exist in Godot, which is really sad because tuples are pretty useful. Can you use tuple? Okay, double Godot. Oh, okay. Let's just go to tuple in that case. Tuple in GDScript. It's funny because it translates it automatically, and I really dislike that. So yeah. So based on GDScript is a simple Python equivalent to C++ code base. That's it. You still have a lot. Planning with clearly 2 or 3 undergo vector 2. Yeah, but I don't care. Tag Python like, but doesn't have also if you consider using an array or dictionary in our case. Yeah, what I thought. That's still sad. So if I use dictionary, my problem is, can you remove something from a dictionary? Because in a way, it's good because I can find or. I just add it. And then if it's 0, it's 0. And if it's 1, and I don't care, I don't need to add a new entry. Yeah, I can just do that. It's fine. It's okay. And it's just consider that there is a new entry. I don't care. So here, we want to add the entry. So what we want is we want to have all the new. So let's just process new first. We process new. I have a for each or something? No, but I mean I can do a for each. So for new entity in new, what we want to do is we want to add it to the dictionary. So we want to do set entities dot, what is assign? Assign elements of another param dictionary into, okay, so that's not what we want. Can I get or add? So we can clear, we can erase. So you can get or add. Okay. Key variant default. To get a value, ensure that key is set. If the param key exists in the dictionary, this behaves like get. Otherwise, the param default value is inserted in the dictionary and returned. So you get the value. Otherwise, I add it. So there is not add, duplicate, erase, get type key class, get type value has, so we can check. So if you do get or add, we can actually add it. Question would be, what is the value we return? The variant is null. So if we have null, then we know it's not added. And then, okay. Get the value ensure the key is set. If the parameter key exists in the dictionary, this behaves like get. Otherwise, the parameter default is inserted into the dictionary and returned. What? Get the value ensure the key is set. If the param keys exist in the dictionary, this behaves like get. So that's not what I want. Okay. Get the value ensure the key is set. If the param key exists in the dictionary, this behaves like get. Otherwise, the param default value is inserted into the dictionary and returned. I'm not sure I get what the fuck that means. That's a confusing way of doing a dictionary. Maybe you use only one end. That's a pretty confusing way of using dictionary. I was supposed to get a computer. Okay, I don't care. Get or add, get key. So you have get. Find key, get or add. Is empty. Okay, so already it doesn't give me all the thing in the LSP, which is a problem. Gets a value and ensure the key is set. If the key exists in the dictionary, this behaves like get. Returns the corresponding value of the given key. If the key doesn't exist, returns default or null if the parameter is omitted. Okay. If the key exists in the dictionary, this behaves like get. Otherwise, the default value is inserted into the dictionary and returned. So let's just not do it like that. I think what I want is I want to say in the scene entities dot as my new entity. Okay. So if I have it, simple, I have the entity. Okay. So now I can do scene entities dot new entity like that. Plus equal 1, so we add 1 basically to the thing. Else means we don't have it. So now we want to add scene entities, new entity, scene once. Okay. And same, we do the same for the old one, so it works as well for the old entity. We want to do old, and then we want to change new into old. Yeah. So if I do that, then I just change it. So here I remove it. Otherwise, it's 0. Or otherwise, just do nothing in that case. Because if it's not like you're supposed to have it, if I don't have it, then the fuck I do with that isn't useful anymore. So yeah, I think something like that is okay. So if I have that, I have the information that I need. Like, they exist, I have a number of times they have been seen, and when they're not seen, the number of time is reduced, okay? And then I need, for every physics process, I don't need the delta, I need to show all of the entities that are above 0, because you can see them, and hide all the entities that are under 0. As long as there have been some changes to the dictionary. Which makes me think that maybe not to every physics process, because I don't need it. I think when you update the scene entities, no matter what, you will have new stuff. So this is something interesting that I can use, because it's updated. The old and new. So if there are a change, then yeah, if there is a change, I can actually, yeah, so let's just do that. So func is a new function, so it's a bit clearer, or maybe I don't need to actually, because after that, then what I want to do is I want to for every entity that I have, can I get a pair? Is it possible to actually 4 in a dictionary of a pair? So I want to have entity number in scene entities. Is it possible to do that? It's sad. GDScript is such a sad language, I swear to God. You can't for like that, so yeah. Can I have like a for each key value? Or something like that? Is it a possibility as well? Okay, you have if in, which is great. Okay, I use as well, but both work. As all ash written there should be care. Is same type keys, is type array keys, written the list of keys in the dictionary. Okay, so I need to do it like that. That's sad. Entity in keys. Oh, that's sad. That makes me sad. Like, there are some good patterns you can use with just like for with a tuple. Like you have, for example, in Lua. Lua has that. Why GDScript doesn't, I don't know. So you need to use this roundabout way, which is a bit sad. I think it's sad, but I mean, maybe it's just me. So yeah, for entity and scene entity keys. So now we have okay. Sorry. If scene entities entity above 0, then we do entity.show normally, and else entity.hide. Pretty simple. For iteration variable entity has no static type. Oh, it's a not 2D. Because keys return a variant, right? An array of nothing. So an array of variants. So yeah, so it's a not 2D. Entity show, entity hide, which works. And we know it's a not 2D because I defined it here, so it's great. So now, typically speaking, every time we change, they need to be shown or to be hide, be hidden. But now, there is a little problem. I need to define all of these entities that I can find on any scene that have the collision mask 4 enabled, yes, I know it's pretty annoying, like this vision mask basically, so it's a collision mask. Which collision mask we check for when race intersect with the collider, so yeah. So we need to know the value, so we need to know every not 2D in the scene. Maybe not 2D, but like everything that is like a collider to object 2D. I need to know all of that. They have a collision mask that is 4. Then, if they have a collision mask that is 4, what I need to do is I need to say, okay, all of these items should be not visible. It should be hidden by default. And I need to do that in the ready function. Why? Because I want to see them in the editor when I'm working, but when I'm playing, they should not be seen unless they actually spawn in your area 2D. That's the thing. Which is a pain, by the way. So, my question would be, find all collision 2D, so object 2D in every scene. Find all. Can you do that? Is there a way to get a set of all current collisions? So don't know what the physics body you're using. If it's physics body, you can use the get colliding bodies method. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. I would need to. I would need. So what I would need to do. I want to cry just thinking about it. What I would need to do is I need to take all of the items in every scene, check every scene when it's loaded, and do it once, but at the start of its loading, just rip off the shown. Is there a better way I can do that? Because I can hide them in the scene editor here, which works, by the way. Like the trap layer, for example, tile set, physics layer. Apparently there is no physics layer. Is that true? Physics layer, no physics layer, no terrain state, no navigation layer. Oh yeah, no, because it actually generates the area 2D. That's why. But yeah. So I need to change that also how it functions because it uses a functional layer. The functional layer using something that is a detection tilemap layer. So I need to change the detection tilemap layer again. God, a lot of my logic is gonna need to be changed. Fuck me, but I mean that's part of the game anyway. So yeah, so let's just not hide these two. I don't care. I want just to simplify. Let's hide the first monster because it's the only thing I can see for the moment. So let's just try that. Question is, do you see it now? If I do it, no, I don't see it. If it's there. So worst case, I just took all visibility myself. Is it visible in the game? No. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it's weird because it's flickering. Yeah, it's weird because it's flickering a lot. Which is not what we want. We don't want it to flicker. So there is a problem in the vision directly that I have, but the principle works. Like you see it appear, which is good. The question would be more like when you're seen, you should be always seen no matter what. So bar space, return fast, return true. So if no collider get collision mass true, you should find it. So maybe my problem is because it changes between old and new value all the time. That may be why. That may be why. So maybe I should just do that. If I do that... Okay, no. I know what I can do. var it's equals overlapping entities. So yeah, only. All right. Up. So let's just call that candidates for the moment. Let's just do that. I want you to get there. I want you to do that. Okay. So now we have candidates, and we want to have those. So all the scene entities. So if all the scene entities different from candidates, which is our friend here, we want to do that, which is new scene entities and candidate. Okay, like that. Would that work? Probably. And then we update it. So we can actually move that to the new value here. We don't need that. We just need to rename that in a way that is better than populated scene entities, which would be more like, I don't know, populated scene entities is okay, even though we're actually telling the manager to actually do something, but it's okay. Okay, I think it's okay. And then if we start again, no flicker apparently. Okay, so it will not work at some point, but it's fine. Okay, so it's outside. No flicker because it's not changing all the time, which is great. So I'm just using the cat to track it, by the way. Yeah. That's the thing. When you get into it, you overlap with it, which is weird, but okay. So that's a problem with my ray tracing here, and I think it's because I remove self. So that's maybe why. I think that's why. Probably. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. I mean, I actually need to keep self, I think, because it's a problem. Because self is the vision, right? Yeah, it's a vision, so it's okay. It's just we have the past on global position, body global position. But when they overlap, they should be able to see each other. That's the problem. I think my requesting is not perfect, so I need to find a solution to actually fix that. Oh my god. Though, yeah. So I might need to actually increase the vision range for the player, because pain, you see nothing. But yeah. Because I like the fact that you can see like that. I think it's okay. Like, you should be able to see at least for, like, in terms of radius, 310. Even more. That's it, yeah. Let's just change that for the moment. The vision is bad for the player. I think 310 is okay. And for the cat, I actually want to change that. The vision is a bit too big, so 100, just so it's a little bit more vision, just so I have the difference. Yeah, I made an MC again, but yeah, I started the wrong one. It's my fault. But yeah. So 310 like that. It's, yeah, should be a bit more. Probably 400. So we are like, so we have something a bit bigger. So it kind of covered the screen, right? But then if you want to go further, you need to use the cat. So if you go there, I want to give you 200 pixels. I think it's okay. It's a vision. So it's a radius. So that's the thing, right? It's a radius. So now I want to run level 1 because otherwise it won't work. Yeah, okay. So I'm still having some flickers, which is weird because it's, yeah, it's on my ass, but it's supposed to be still here. So the cat is working, but not me. And that might be because the cat is actually monitoring something. And that may be why. How can I know? I can know that. I can actually check. I can know here if I'm that. Print node. So owner. So past owner in our case. Past owner dot name. Seeing these entities, just so I have an idea. So I can tell which one is seeing what. Just to be sure. Seeing these entities, and I'm just gonna say that previously saw these entities. I'm just do that. And I want that, and here I want to have the old scene entities, just so it changed. So it just shows stuff for me, that's why, just so I have the information clear. It's only the player seeing them, but then they vanish when it gets too close. This is weird. Also, it's really uncanny now, because I don't know where is the monster. And it depends purely on my vision. And this is pretty uncanny. If I didn't know there was a circle here, I would be stressed out. Like, I don't know where's the monster now. I can't tell you where it is. It actually feels... Yes, see? I see it now. But why does it disappear like that? So, okay, which one? Player. Can I find a cat in the mix? No, I can only see player. So this is great. The cat is not picking anything, which is good. What we want to know. But then when the monster is actually coming to me, then it's just doing some weird shit, which is interesting. Maybe I need to change how I actually manage the vision, which is body shape entered. What is body shape entered? Also, yeah, that was an oopsie. Wrong keyboard. Wrong. No, not wrong keyboard, but wrong. Yeah. Wrong. Can I have the model capture? Thank you. That was the wrong. The wrong. Shortcuts. Why? Little oopsie. No, it's okay. So let me do it again. Up, easy. So now. Okay. So body shape enter. Anytime when shape 2D of the received body enters the shape body can be physics body 2D or tile map tiles selected if that tile set as collision shape configure require monitoring set to be true. Okay. Received when the received area enters the area monitoring to be true. Okay, so body enter. So we're still using that. So maybe my problem would be on body entered overlapping entities and on body exited, which is there. Normally, I'm supposed to see it normally. Which is vision manager. All right. I mean, typically speaking, we could actually just do that, by the way, because I don't need anything else complicated anymore there. Instead of using another function and making it a bit annoying, let's just do that there. It's okay. So we have the eSIM here, which is spaced to get the space state. We do the query. The query uses the bus owner and the body global positions for everybody. We do that. The result is there. If there is no result, we return false. If there is a collider that we want to pass, it's a collision object 2D. If it's in a collision object 2D, we don't care, we return false. If the collider get collision mask value vision mask, we know if we have that, it's true. Otherwise, it's nothing. So it's okay. And vision manager, vision mask, I think would be better to just use this one, honestly. So when we go there, so because we use it only once, I think it's gonna be a bit more readable, and we don't save something for nothing. That's also something that is I think useful. So let's just remove that. And same, I don't need to use that on non-ready, which is pretty simple in my opinion. So we can just do boop, boop, because it's a global no matter what. So yeah, better. We just use the pass character, the pass on already. Var range shape, so we define the range here, which is okay. And that's fine. Toggle vision, because we can toggle in easy. So okay, so this works. This works, but then what happens is that it leaves for a frame. I think I know maybe why. Maybe because actually we leave for a frame. Maybe I should actually wait for some frames just to smooth out the thing. Just say, okay, let's just wait for a frame. I think I did that in the therapy session. I did some export range suffix updates. Yeah. The amount of days we wait before printing the next character. Yeah. So something like that. So I could actually use that in the vision, which is we have vision parameter, and then I want an export group, which is something different in that case, which is technical parameters. Unlike updates parameters. Worst case I would have more, but the amount of that we wait before updating the viewed, so the scene entities. Just not gonna do the default. Let's just do it exactly like between 10 and 15. I think it's okay. And how did I do that? That's the number of updates here passed, and then the way I did the render past update, I did that because you update and you modulo that by updates, and then and how do I yeah, if past updates different to wait updates minus 1. That's how I did it. So yeah. In our case, I want to have here in the vision, I want to have something else, which is here. So the export should be before, by the way. That's a problem. We should do it before. The number of that passed before updating the scene entity. So past update here, we want to directly use that, which is fine. So we just do that, past update. We don't do candidates, we do past update here because it's new updates, and then if past update like that, just do nothing. So yeah, pretty simple. And so I want the default to be 1 in that case. Just wait 1 frame, or maybe 2. I think the max one would be 5. We don't want to update more frames. I think it's okay just to do it like that. Let's try again. Yeah. Still not working. As if... Okay, so that doesn't work. I'm still sending... Oh, maybe we need to actually put more... yeah. I might need to send more rays. Also, this is aggressive. This effect is aggressive to the eyes when you get to the light. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. So yeah. I don't need the updates. I think I can remove that because it really doesn't work. But I can do it by sending more like more rays, I think. Wait, casting. Okay. Yeah, this one, the one that they used. I need to adapt it. But yeah, I want the recasting to be something that is like using the north. So target position, target extents. So we get the extents. Shape extents. But it works if it's a cube. It's a cube, a square. Do you have access to the extents of the shape as well? Is it a possibility? So a collision shape 2D. Can you get the extent of the shape by default in the collision shape 2D? I think that's important to know because I'm not sure you can. You have the shape here, which is shape 2D. So it's a shape 2D in our case. You can get the rectangle. Representing the shape's boundary. So you can do it no matter what for any shape, just get wrecked. Which is really, really funny. But yeah. And then I can just do the query multiple times. So yeah. Yeah, because they're using that, so -5, but it's okay. I can just do that for post in and then we do the result. And if there is one result, so something like that, okay. I can just do that then. Just use the extent, which it's... But they use target position, which is a problem. Or is it? Is it a problem to use the position? I'm using the global position, right? Can I use directly the position because it's the position on screen? Typically speaking. That's the position. Relative to the node's parent. Oh no, it's the position relative to the node's parent. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it should be the global position. Otherwise it doesn't work. I think it's better if it's the global position. Because it will mess things up. I'm sure about it. Yeah. Yeah. So I need to get the rectangle around it. Which is okay. But it's easy because I don't need to do it. So get node collision shape 2D. Because they have the body. But this is a problem because if the body doesn't have a collision object 2D, it doesn't work. So this is brittle. It will break if I have something else that doesn't have a collision object 2D. Can I check for new stuff for the physics ray query parameter? Because I'm sure you can actually do something a bit better. Physics ray query parameters 2D. Physics ray query parameters 2D. Collide with areas, collide with bodies. We'll take areas 2D into account. Okay. Collision mask exclude, which is the position we have. So from to collision mask exclude hit from inside. Exclude occur with the hits when starting inside shapes. In this case, the collision normal will be vector 0, doesn't affect concave polygon shape. So I should be able to actually do that. Easy to create and stuff. And then if I want to update it, yes, but then it's intersect ray, so yeah, it here. So let's just update the query. Well, yeah, let's just update the query really quick. I want the query hit from inside to be true, just to see that we change something. It's weird. It feels like it's leaving. Is it leaving the body? I don't think it's not. I don't think it's leaving the. That's the thing, right? The area did not left. So not honor. So I don't need that anymore. I want to seeing these entities, and I want to do it to print again, just so we have the ID we want to put. All right, want to that, want to have these entities, and then I want to have do that, and then I want to print overlapping entities, and the overlapping entities will be here. So overlapping entities here. You see, so these entities, seeing these entities with these overlapping. Now let's just do that. Why? So I am still having it. It's still overlapped. But apparently my ray is not connecting. Where is the fucking one? Crazy. This is uncanny that you can't see. Like, the fact that I can't see it makes it even worse. I don't know where it is. And this is really awful. It needs sound, like footstep and stuff, so you can actually hear it before you see it. And that's something I will work on, don't get me wrong. But this is freaky. I don't know where it is, and I hate it. But I love it at the same time. That makes it really spooky. I don't know where the monster is. Also, that's a problem because now all of that is useless. When I should be able to use, for example, the thing to see further, all of that is useless. Where is it? Gosh, that's... Yeah, okay, I'm spooked. I like that. I actually really like that. It's not... The game is not finished. I'm in debug mode, and I'm already spooked. I don't know where the monster is. Okay, I'm glad I actually set up that system. God. Oh, that's cool. Where is he, though? Can I just... To simplify my life, can I show it? If I do that? Is it blocked or something? Okay, no, it's here. Okay. See what I mean? I was not seeing it. Like, that's spooky. Oh my god. Okay. So the ray case thing did not work and I'm dying. But damn, that was cool. That was cool. Though I would like to print the results here. Just to see. Just to see if in my result I actually find it. I'm finding timer player. Why? That's weird. Why am I... Hold on. Why am I finding the timer player here? Why am I finding all of the furniture below entity and stuff? The fuck? Like... Oh no, because you collide with everything. It's array. But like... Hold on. I have nothing. Like, you're starting, okay. You're styling the overlapping entities. Do I have it on the overlapping entities? Like, maybe that's why. Hold on. Let's not print the result because but now there is a problem. The fuck is it spamming the overlapping entities? That's weird. Because I'm supposed to have none. That's the thing, right? Hold on. Hold on. Why do I have first monster, nothing, first monster, nothing, first monster, nothing? Is that like I have nothing, first monster, nothing, first monster, nothing, first monster, nothing? That's weird. Why? I'm curious because if there's the vision is supposed to be on the collision 4-4. The fuck is the disable move? Hold on. Disable mode. If when the behavior in the physics node when not process mode is set to not process mode disabled. See disable mode for multiple different modes. Remove when not process mode is set to not process mode. Disable remove from the physics simulation to stop all physics interaction with the collision set object. Automatically related to the simulation. Okay. Make static. What? Ah, that's the collision object 2D, okay. When node is set to not process, make the body static, doesn't affect the area 2D physics, okay. The body set physics body 2D by extrusion. Okay, because it's okay. That's me. That's my bad. That's my bad. That's me. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Is you can define it, like you can define a collision object 2D for that. Okay, that's why. That's useful then because I can just change stuff. For my hiding spots, and yeah. Linear dump, angular dump, put your bus, which I'm not using right now, so it's okay. Input transform, visibility, ordering texture. Okay, so no process. Mod inherit. Pausable. Stop the process when scene 3 is paused to true. This is the inverse of process mode when paused and default for the root node. When paused, always keep the process active. Okay, so you can actually pause process, which is nice. So pausing is really... Yeah. So, yeah. Still doesn't fucking serve my stuff. I want to know, like, in the same value, I want to know string interpolations should be so... I should be so happy to have string interpolation, and yet we don't. And I swear to God, not having string interpolation is annoying as fuck. So anyway, past owner dot name. Yeah, like that. So it's easier. We have something that works. Hold on, just a second. I need to close my shutters. So just to not destroy your little ear, I'm gonna mute the microphone just for a moment. That's not a good one. See again. This one. I'm back. Cool. So let's see if we're still having like the past on like. Oh, but hold on. I know. If monitoring a and monitorable, and we do that, return. That might fix the issue. Hold on, let me check, because I think that will fix the issue. Maybe? Nah, that doesn't fix the issue. So you still can't see the fucking monster. Oh! I know why. I know why. The ray is intersecting with the cat. That's true. It's intersecting with the cat. I should not be intersecting with the cat. What is your collision mask for your collision layer 2, collision mask 2? Player, what is your collision mask? Here for the player. 1 and 3. Okay. Monsters. So first monster, but then it's the same. 1 and 4. Because you need to be seen. So 2 seems to be exclusively for the cat. I have the cat passages, right? Cat passages. Can I open it? Cat passages. Mask fit. Okay, layers physics, layers navigation. 2. I didn't describe them. I feel like a 4, but that's my fault. That's fine. But yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, it's okay. So now I get it. That's because of the cat. That's my fault. That's completely because of the cat. The cat is on 2. Should not be visible. Should not be blocking the ray casting. That's why it's not working. That's why by intermittence it just doesn't work, because the cat is physical for the ray. That's on me. I forgot. I completely forgot about that. So yeah. I fixed the problem now. Yeah. The cat is behind me, but as you can see, I still have it. I still want to have some updates where it lingers, because otherwise there is this little flickering, and I would like to see it fade. That would be cool. But that's the thing I want to do. So I'm still gonna use the updates to linger. Also, I'm doing that so we do nothing, because if you're monitoring monitorable, you're still doing the filter and then you will do something. I want to do that if you're not monitoring and monitorable, then just stop. Yeah. I don't want it to be monitorable, by the way, so let's just change that. So if not monitoring, so because pretty simple, we have that already built in. If not monitoring, you do nothing. And for the vision, by default, it's not monitorable. Because why would it be? That's a great question. It should not. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now that it's defined and everything works, and then we can actually ignore stuff, I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. So now I'm gonna get back that just for simplicity. So yeah, I know past update doesn't exist. I know I don't update the past update, but it's fine, because if you're not monitoring, you're not changing the update, by the way. Should not be useful. Oh, I have already that. Yeah, it's wait update you don't have. I already past update. So export range, and I want to add it again. So export group updates parameters. And then we wait. We want updates to wait before updating the scene entities. Let's just do 10 updates, and I would like to change, but in the vision, how you could do like fading. Godot show and hide with fading. Fade in, fade out. Which is simple, right? Canva set to black and use the animation. So okay, Canva modulate, I don't want that. Okay. Fader, fade in, not seconds. Fader, fade in, not seconds. How do we do that? Just gonna use that. Fade animator, which is by default extends not class named fader. Fade animator step play preload, fade in, fade. Function seconds fade in both true. Okay, var fade animator instance. I'm just gonna use that. Engine get main loop root add shine fade animator root node engine get main loop root get path. Holy. Fade animator get animation fade. So you need an animation by default. Okay. So you have an animation that's called fade. How do you install that? How do you install the Godot fader? I'm gonna use that. I don't have to do it myself. I see how it works in a way. So fade animator, okay. Get animation fade track set path 0 string that get path plus modulate A plus visible, okay. So they're just doing that for modulate and then visible. So modulate alpha and just visible when you do it the fade. Yeah. You fade it, fade animator play fade, play backwards fade. Okay. So define okay the time depending on the time of second. Okay. You do 1 second, you could do less or more. And yield fade animator animation finished, fade animator Q. And so they see the usage. I show any node with the fade animation. Thing is, it's GPL v3. Changing is not allowed. Okay, okay with that. Version commercial use modification distribution power. Okay, cool. So I can use that. Perfect, because it's gonna be for commercial use. Question would be more like it's 3 years ago. So might have to actually redo it myself in a way. Is there a way to do it by just the opacity? Is there a node? Okay. Fade in, fade out, var twin. Get tree, create twin. The fuck is a twin? Oh. The fuck is create twin? God, gosh, the fuck is that? Callback twinner basis. Create twin. The fuck is a callback twinner? What the fuck is create twin? Am I missing something? A twin. Create twin. The fuck is that? Create a new twin and binds it to this node. What the fuck is a twin? Library used for general purpose animation via script using twinners. Okay. A twinner object that performs a specific animation task, interpolating property or calling a method at a given time. A twinner can't be created manually. You need to use dedicated method from the twin. Okay. Twin is the most suited animation player for animation where you don't know the final values in advance. For example, interpolating a dynamically chosen camera zoom value is best done with twin. It will be difficult to do the same thing with an animation player. No, twins are also more lightweight than animation player, so they are very much suited for a simple animation or general. Okay. A twin can be created using either scene tree create twin or node create twin. Twins created manually, twin new or invalid and can be used for tuning value. Okay. You can do modulate for twin property. The property which is not path, apparently. The object that we know, final variant duration float. So I can actually use that, which is great. So create twin, and then I want to free it at some point. Nature is created with the one of twin method and chain method. Okay, most of the twin method can be chained this way too in the following example. The twin is bound to the running script node. Transition type is in out. So I can actually use that directly. More than one twin per object's property. If two or more twins animate one property at the center, the last one created will take priority and assign the final value. Yeah. Okay, so you have the ease as well. That's great. Twin property. What is twin method? Creates and append a method twinner. This method is similar to communicating twin callback. Okay. Can I just change the opacity for anything that is canvas item? Visibility visible of self modulate. The color opacity is canvas item modulate, which affect both. If I do that, but then the alpha is 0, works. I need to check. I need to check. Self-modulate. So modulate is the color opacity of this canvas item. Self-modulate, which only affects. Sometimes it's annoying when it does that. So let me. This property doesn't affect child canvas item, unlike modulate. Oh, okay, so it needs to be modulate by default. Okay, so if I do that, then yeah. And then I can modulate it to 255 again. Okay. Okay. So it's a solution. Get tree, create twin probably reach text level. So you pass that. Modulate alpha, because you can define the alpha of the modulates. 0 fade duration. Twin play, await twin finished, twin kill. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. Okay. That's cool. I don't need it to be everywhere. That's pretty simple. That seems to be straightforward. Let's try that. So I'm not using the visible and stuff. I'm just going to fade in and fade out. So we want to have updates vision parameters. So I want an export range again. Export range. 1. I think the value max would be 5. Let's be real. We want to start by 0.5, I think, or 0.1 in that case. Let's don't do greater. We want suffix to be s. Var fade duration. So it will be 1 in our case. Defines the time in seconds it takes for the objects to fade in and out of vision. Simple. Just so it's a bit less pop, 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 even though it should not be too long, so I will update it no matter what, but yeah. Let's just do that also because my eyes are bleeding. Yeah, better. Actually better. So now we want to have the function that is just going to be a fade. So func fade. And I know you're not supposed to do that per clean code, but I don't care. In cool. And do nothing, of course, because yeah, we do nothing. So we want a twin. Get tree apparently to create a twin, which is okay. Create twin. Alright, it needs to be defined, it needs to be inferred, because yeah. Expected statement found in. Oh. Is in. Twin property. So it needs to pass the label as well. So I want the body to be a node 2D in our case, because yes, not 2D with a comma. And so we want to move the body, we want to modulate the alpha in our case, so modulate alpha. We want to start at 0, so pretty simple. Var alpha, just gonna call that the alpha, which is gonna be simple. If is in, then it's a fading 0, else, right, else it's 1. How you do ternaries again in Godot? What a ternary. I always fucking forget how to do that. Can you load? Value if condition else. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's just 0 if is in else 1. Yeah, that's, yeah, my bad. So something like that. And then we have the alpha here. Simple, pretty on point. We want the fade duration here. So we pass. We twin play. We will await our friend the twin finished. And we will kill it with fire. So I'm just basically using the same thing, but pushing it in the same function. So yeah. and passing the body for that. And now when we are in the object manager, okay, so I'm in the vision and I made an oopsie. This should be made in the vision manager, not in the, not here. That's my fault. So export range, the raycasting parameters, and I want to do an export group. Gonna be vision parameters up and a plonk. Let's just do that so it's a bit better now. And now we have the fade, and when we connect, we don't want to do show and hide, which is basically the same, but okay, we want to do fade. So you've seen it, so we want to make it true, and for that, we want to fade the entity we have again, and we want to make it false, fade out. In our case. So yeah, works. And so at the end, I suppose I will have something that is okay. So let's try that, shall we? All right. Okay. That did not work, but I know why. Because it's invisible. That's my fault, because I'm hiding it. So you can't see it, no matter what. So I'm just gonna change for the monster when you go to the visibility, modulate. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but I can do that. So it's done. The monster is modulating. I can't see the monster. It didn't work. Oh, yeah, it does. But now it's not working. Because I inverted these two. Yeah. I inverted these two. Apparently. That's probably why. I inverted these two. Also, one is way too slow. 0.5 is already a bit better, in my opinion. I think I inverted these two. That might be my fault. Yep. Yeah. 0.5 is too slow. Too. Okay. Oh. So if the fade is not finished, then this is what happens. It just breaks. Or does it? Okay. Okay. Oh god, that's scary. Because it checks the rooms, I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, so... Still too slow. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. The fading is great. Yeah. But then I don't need the update system because the inconsistencies with the update is just annoying as fuck. So let's just do that and just remove that. This is awful. The inconsistencies are annoying. But the rest is great. It's great. Okay, we have something that is better. It's not finished, of course. Yeah. So now normally if you leave, removed. And I can send the cat to tail it. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I just need to fix that though. But this is cool. This is really cool. I'm gonna add that just to fix it, just to say the owner doesn't count. Just check. I think making so the owner doesn't count will make it so if you go into me, you don't disappear. Making if the okay, that was just what I needed. It's simple, yet effective. I like that. Now I want to remove the debug option just for a moment because I don't need the collision shape anymore, and I want to see how it looks in the game. So let's just do that. So the game looks bad, but it's okay. So okay, the monster is there. You can see it. I'm being eaten. Boy, 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 boy. And now I don't know. Okay, see? I don't see it. Okay, it's too far away now. Which is annoying. Because I need to be able to... Where is it? Oh my god. Okay, this is... So the pixel doing that is a mistake, by the way. It's not... it's de-aliasing. That's why the eyes are moving weirdly, because the eyes are not animated. So it's just de-aliasing, doing something. As you can see, the cat doesn't have the problem, but these because I don't know why, but yeah. And also it's slow for a reason that is simple. I think it's because in debug mode, because I'm not doing it. Also, this is an error that I need to fix, but I'm gonna change the dataset anyway. So yeah. Where is he though? And also, yeah, this stuttering is not. Leave me. Yeah, I need more stamina. I'm gonna die. This is impossible. I'm gonna die. It's on my ass. And as you can see, there is some shit spawning around me that's supposed to be the hallucinations. I'm dead. Normally, right now, I'm dead. Let me check. Yeah, game over, game over, game over. I'm full dead. But yeah, so it's not perfect. I need more. I need way more stamina than that. That's for sure. Or I need to reduce the depleting factors of the stamina. Because damn. It runs fast, but also I need to have some solutions to actually avoid it. And when it hit me, it should be moving around, like it's playing with its prey. So the game is a bit easier and not just you get the monster on your ass, you're dead. Because that's what's happening right now. Though, it works. You see the monster. It sees you. It sees you well. It's great. It's great. It works. The vision system works. But it's not finished. What we need now, and I'm gonna do that on the next stream, we need to actually have an overlay on the screen that shows your circle around you that corresponds to the vision system. And it needs to be like, it needs to be visual. You need to be able to see that there is some kind of fog of war or something. Maybe it's a bit darker on the edge. So it looks like you can't see it because it's too dark. Which is a solution. And if I do that, then it makes sense. You can actually use the cat to gather more information of your surroundings, and you can just, hide and stuff. So that's the thing I need to do. I need to do that. I have a couple of ideas on how to do it. But I will not do that today. Because today, we achieve something that works. I will remove the print also because it actually uses memory, because I'm doing IO, and IO is pretty blocking. So just removing the print will also make it less awful. I don't feel like documenting to do this and everything here. I should, but I don't feel like it. So I'm just gonna do it. I should, but yeah. And so either way, we have something that works. We have the vision manager defined. We have some modular color here. I think I should not have it there. I think I should open the monster directly. Build from this. So just that. I want to find the monster. Visibility, modulate. Up. Like that. So yeah. And now if I get the first monster. Visibility, the modulate is defined, so that's great. That's great. That's good. And no for the interaction range, so we are hiding spot. I think I will need to put something like a collider, just for the fact of having collider for the hiding spots. Because yeah, I think I should be able to see it. So it should have a collider at some point. And a self-modulation. It's a time sprite where like awful it should be animated and stuff. Does not did that. Vision works. Vision manager works, pretty simple, right? Cat passages works also. The cat works, the monster works, and they are self-modulating by default, so it's okay. Player composition, we know the drill, and this works. For composition, I should actually extract the camera to actually have it as something you use. Probably, but it's fine. So for the moment, we have a lot of good stuff. Oh yeah, because okay, apparently something open. Yeah, okay. So anyway, let's just do that. Let's add everything, I think. Yeah. Okay. So GCC. It vision. Add support for vision globally with a manager. Yeah. So we want. And so, typically speaking, now also my head is hiding, but yeah, oh, it's better. So typically speaking, I think I'm gonna stop there. I have made the vision. It works. The vision system works. It still needs the visual flair to make it like accessible and nice to see and logical in the game. But for the moment, we have something that works. I'm gonna try it again because I really fucking like it. So yeah. See my friend the monster. Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. Where is it? Can I? Okay. I can lure it again. It will come. I know, because, yeah. So yeah, it will come. This is great. See, it just fades out of existence when it gets outside of the boundaries. It's so good. And now I don't know where it is. Okay, I see it. I saw it for a few frames. My god, it wants my ass. Okay. Run. Run for your life. Okay. And now I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's chasing me. That's great. We still need some audio cue for chasing and stuff. Some audio cue for knowing where it is before you see it. Which is an entire system, honestly. But for the moment, I'm really happy about it. Like, honestly, it's nice. I don't know where the monster is. I have no fucking idea where it is. I should not be running because stamina is limited, by the way. I don't know where it is. I'm so glad. Like, that works. That works great. It actually gives some ambience to the game now. Because it can be at any fucking corner. And I wouldn't know. Where is it? Where is it? Gosh, that's okay. That's really scary. Even though nothing is really scary in that game for the moment, let's be real. Like, the sprites is pretty cute, and the only thing that makes it scary is the fact that it's a bit dark. But then I need to really update the tile sets. I need to make it, and I will be making that on Sunday, by the way. I'm not gonna finish on Sunday. Let's be clear, but gonna make it better than whatever the fuck that is. Also because mixels, and I really want to die seeing mixels, but that's me. Where is that little shit? God, that's scary. Like, if I can run, but running is detrimental because I lose my stamina. And I can't find the monster for the moment. I could run into it at any moment. This is maybe the worst place. Because it could be behind any of these bookcases. And I wouldn't know until it shows up and try to kick my ass. And so if I'm unsure, I could send a cat to gather information and then send it back to me. It's pretty buggy at the moment, though. I would like to build the game and see if it's like that in release mode. Because if it's like in release mode, I will need to really upgrade the performances. But for the moment, yeah. There is some kind of anxiety when you know there is something, but you can't fucking see it. Gosh. Yeah, also this is looking awful. But yeah. The anti-aliasing is doing no good to that. My god. Where is that? I mean, I'm gonna call it just so I know, because I know it will come to every hidden places in the game that I'm hiding right now. It will come to me. Because it's supposed to check all the hidden spots, that's the point. Like, if you're hiding... Oh, also, yeah, I'm losing sanity, I forgot about that. This is a problem, because now I'm getting... I'm getting... Yeah. I'm getting really, really crazy right now, because I'm losing sanity. You lose sanity. I have the little hallucination spawning around. Oh, that's cool though. Like, all my systems work. They don't look great. I know. Like, I'm aware of that. But the fact that they work, they need visual flair, they need refining, but the rough edges are there, and I'm happy with that. I got back my sanity to a normal level. Cool. Though this overlay is awful for the sanity, I know. I need to really fix it, but yeah. And still I don't know where the fuck is this monster again. That's... Oh my god. Though it can be empty, it feels empty. Because there is nothing. So I would need to add, like, when you do a puzzle, the monster will just rush to your ass or something. And also there will be the sound anyway. So the sound will make the monster move. Because you will make some sound. Also having to use the sounds to actually make them avoid you. Or just avoid them. Yeah, I did some stuff here that doesn't make sense. Like, if it's... That's just... What the fuck I did that? Like, what does that mean? That's not even coherent here. But anyway. It's just... I'm glad that the vision works, because now I can't see the fucker. And that's great. Not being able to see the fucker is great. So yeah. So we're gonna... So, next time, for Godot stream, so next week, we will do all of the shading stuff around the vision system, which will be... Maybe... I'm not sure I will do it like that. But it will be a fog, kind of a fog of war, and what corresponds to the vision will be without fog. So I need to do that. I'm sure there are possibilities to do it with point lights and overlays and self-convert modular or something like that. Maybe not.Maybe I will do it for just modulating the canvas around it, just having a point light around you, and that's pretty simple because it will just use the occlusion layers to see stuff, and the walls are the only thing that actually matters. So in a way, I can make it work with just a point light and the self-modulate, making it a bit darker and just having you like a light which is really, really soft, so you see around you, but it's not really great. So then the rest is really dark. Like, it's not completely dark, but it's really uncanny. That might be the best solution, maybe the simplest solution, but we'll see. I will try to do that, and then if I finish first, I will finish quickly. I will do some refactoring, so that there will be that on next week. But on Saturday we have a hunt stream, and it's gonna be fun because the sun is back. I already played it, but yeah, not on stream, so this one is back. Great. And on Sunday we have an art stream because I want to start working on the tile sets to make it 64 by 64, not 16 by 16, because this one is 16 by 16 scaled up to 32 by 32. I want 64 by 64, and I will do it by hand on Krita. That's gonna be long. I'm not a good pixel artist, but I'm gonna try my best because the goal is also to learn. So that's what we're gonna do. So anyway, I'm done here. I guess I'm happy with what I did. It works. It makes the game so much better. It's not incredible yet. Yeah, but I'm still happy with that. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a fantastic evening. I'll see you on Saturday for some hunts and on Sunday for the art stream. And yeah, if you want to hang out around more, if you want to ask questions, don't hesitate to join the Discord server I made. It's in the description. And you get pinged if you opt in when I'm streaming and for the schedules. And they will be in your time zone, because you can do that with Discord if you didn't know. So yeah. Plus you will be hanging around with other members of the community, which is kind of nice. So yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Have a fantastic evening. I love you. Bye. See you on Saturday. And this time I'm gonna do the ending correctly. Yay, that works. Woo! Alright, see you on Saturday.